Human ingenuity has led to great strides in food production, safety from animals and nature, and a more comfortable life for society. But at what cost? Staying focused on one of the numerous environmental issues humanity faces as it brings about its societal collapse or even its extinction. Our mindless march forward to create an always lit world has led to an unsustainable increase in resource consumption of fossil fuels. A burned out culture of zombified wage slaves who do not have the mental or physical energy to stand up to the way humanity is destroying the world, to the same mantra it has chanted since the Industrial Revolution. First of all, the consumption of fossil fuels has reached such heights since the 2000s as humanity looks for every innovative way it can to sate its lust for more sources to incinerate so that it can run its motors and generators such as fracking, which consists of pushing high-powered streams into the Earth's crust, shattering it in order to drain out the oil. The fact this monstrous creative process made it past the drawing board and took large protests to even limit, not stop, is a catastrophe. And not to mention the wars that have been started for more oil and the resulting loss of lives to feed the ever gluttonous social process. This started to become the problem that it is today at the start of the Industrial Revolution, when humanity decided it could take en masse anything and everything it desired from the earth to fuel its technological progress. The UK burned coal and mined resources without thought of the land or human life. Some believe this is what humanity deserves, and that humanity is above nature and apart from it. Humanity took its birthright and created gargantuous factories that pour toxic pollution into the air to create luxurious ideals that pour yet more poison into our lungs, leading to asthma and other breathing problems, which of course we then create the treatment for, but never the cure. As humans, we have the capacity to create the solutions to the problems we have made in the past. For example, with asthma, we created the inhaler to help us breathe. Rather than halting the burning of fossil fuels, we've created cancer, which has direct links to modern life and pollution, yet do nothing for fear of any serious change. We find treatments rather than committing to halting the aggressive ways of the past. As some condemn this line of thinking as radical, which it may be, as halting the production and burning of fossil fuels would lead to the entire collapse of our society. Yet, do it ourselves or no, these fossil fuels will run out. The UK may claim to halt the production of new petrol and diesel cars by 2033 and become carbon neutral by 2050, though as of 2023, it's made no real efforts in that reality. As a result of our always on society, where electricity is nothing but a gentle push away, has led to a mass increase of humans not sleeping or resting a healthy amount. This is largely due to the long working hours humans are expected or forced to work to maintain their lifestyles in this capitalist society, resulting in them performing leisure activities in the night time when they should be resting. For example, humans after a hard day of work are left in a stressed state. They then go out drinking or dancing to relieve that stress. They then wake up to go to work, where they then build that stress up again, which then adds to the lack of rest the previous day, to which they do again, leading to them becoming burnt out. Even if after the work they were to go home and relax, the modern human is constantly looking at their phones or streaming or something else that's keeping their mind active. Again, not allowing it to rest, which can lead to insomnia or even hallucinations. The resulting burnout means the general population does not have the mental capacity to think on larger issues outside of their immediate surroundings and has no physical energy to perform any sort of protest against the environmental action. On top of this, the lacklustre response from the world's government has been enough to complicit the general population without any real effect being produced, even leading to that same society blaming environmental protesters for disrupting their lives to the benefit of the energy companies. As in the past, we found modern solutions for all problems, and it led to ruin. Such is my concern with society's mindset on creating yet more modern solutions for old problems. A solution would involve governments of each country taking responsibility for the well-being of their citizens over profit. And to my regret, I've yet to see such conditions in my lifetime. I believe the fact that we are human does not entitle us to take what we want from this world, gut it of all it holds, and then call it hell when it can't give any more back. This bloated capitalist society we have fed for hundreds of years has pushed us past the breaking point and yet demands more. The fact humanity is overworked and critically ill is a symptom of the fossil fuels we are burning for our expectations of a comfortable life. The solution is irrelevant. The deadline is long past. As a species, the majority have chosen the side of inaction, and now there is nothing more but to wait for this overinflated bubble of our delusional society to burst and collapse in on itself, just as in the Bronze Age, or the Romans, or the Spanish, or the British Empire. We were once part of this world. We gave ourselves the right to be above it, yet we ignored the responsibility and acted as mindless children. Even as I write this, and even as I say this, I'm reminded hindsight is 2020. Maybe no one had the foresight to ask why, that what we are doing instead of can we do this. Humanity was part of nature, and intentionally or by accident, we have become the monsters that have murdered the world.